Oh man, God. It's your boy EOU, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Salute to everybody that's coming in the building, man. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video. Things just seem to get worse and worse as worse. The streets is over. I want y'all to understand, the streets is dead. Ain't nobody winning. Because these dudes seem to lose and lose and lose. Let's get right into this one, man. I got to talk about it. Operation Drawdown. Yeah, it got nastier for Big U. Yeah, let's call it what it is. It got nastier for Big U because now feds unseal a 43-count indictment against Big U, alleging murder, fraud, extortion, and racketeering. But before we go there, we got to break down what's really going on here. Because Adam 22 was picked up by the feds yesterday. Allegedly. I mean, WAC 100 confirmed it. Now, we don't know. We can take anybody's word for it. I don't know. I'm just calling it what it is. But this is what Adam 22 had to say in referring to what the feds was looking for. Pay attention.
This is the thing that my lawyer comes back to me with. She said the feds were interested in one thing and one thing only. Because in my head, I'm thinking they're going to want copies of the podcasts that Bricc or Luce were on. They're going to want to make sure that there wasn't anything in those podcasts that was edited out. Now, anybody who knows me and No Jumper knows that we really don't like to edit things out. So the only stuff we're editing out is if it's like a 4-alarm fire, like, yo, we need to take this out. So I don't think there's ever been something that Bricc or Luce told us that they needed us to edit out. But the one thing that the feds wanted was the cease and desist from Big U to No Jumper, asking us to take down the episode in which Luce Cannon first made the explosive statements that suggested that Big U had previous knowledge of Nipsey Hussle's death.
That's kind of wild, y'all. They wanted that information. Can we see a superseding indictment? Do we see something coming in the near future? Because we know the back and forth between Big U and Nipsey Hussle. When things got tough, Nipsey wanted to go on his own. I mean, we see what's going on. But at the end of the day, is it going to get worse for Big U? Because the paperwork says it all, y'all. What they just unsealed a 43-count indictment. A federal grand jury has returned. So that means they sat down and went through the evidence presented in front of them without him being present. Yeah, they was building a case behind his back. Oh, man, the federal government played dirty, man. A jury has returned and a jury of your peers, by the way, has returned a 43-count indictment charging a music label owner and purported anti-gang activist who is longtime leader of the South Los Angeles street gang with dozens of felonies, including fraud, robbery, extortion, tax evasion, embezzlement of donations to his charity that receives public money and running a racketeering conspiracy in which he allegedly murdered an inspiring musician, and the Justice Department announced today. Okay, so they talking about Rayshawn Williams, right? So he was an athlete at one time. He played for Crenshaw High. You heard? Big U signed him to his record label. He was actually teammates with Big U's son, who now plays for the Chargers. So it's a lot going on here. There's a lot involved here, y'all. You heard? His body was found in the Nevada desert. You heard? Big U, they saying DNA, they saying... We played that for y'all. Go back and watch my old videos. We played all of that for y'all with WAC 100 actually getting the business. Yeah, WAC 100 was on the phone with the mother. Yeah. WAC 100 actually knew this Rico was coming because the mother was already putting them up on game. You heard? But let's break this down. Eugene Henley Jr., 58, a.k.a. Big U of the Hyde Park neighborhood of Los Angeles, is charged with one count of conspiracy to violate the Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organization RICO Act. 2 counts of conspiracy to interfere with commerce by robbery and extortion, Hobbs Act. 1 count of Hobbs Act robbery. 9 counts of attempted Hobbs Act extortion. Man, Big U, they wasn't playing out there in LA. He was 9 counts. So that means they had different witnesses take the stands, and some may have been robbed more than once. They probably had 9 different people. So they're able to charge him with 9 different counts of extortion. 5 counts of even 5 more. Like, these are all people coming out saying that they've been extorted, whether they're NBA, whether they're movie stars, whoever they are. They come in, movies, film directors, whoever they are that's trying to film in LA. He was basically putting the extortion game down, allegedly. I'm just saying allegedly, right? So what do we got here? 9 counts of attempted Hobbs Act extortion, 5 counts of Hobbs Act extortion, 1 count of transportation of an individual in interstate commerce with intent to individual engage in prostitution. Whoa! So he got charged with basically with this 15 counts of wire fraud, 5 counts of embezzlement. Oh my God. He got charged with trying to take somebody across state lines to actually engage in prostitution, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. This ain't looking good for Big U. So obviously they proved all these charges to a grand jury. You heard? Commerce Act with the intent to individual engage in prostitution. Mann Act, 15 counts of wire fraud. That means he's putting money into his account that now doesn't even belong there. Yeah. Money that he's just probably extorting from other people, whatever he's doing, taking it out so he's basically taking it out his charity account and putting it into his own account. That's embezzlement. 5 counts of embezzlement. Oh man, they got him there. Conversion of an intentional misapplication of funds from an organization receiving federal funds. So that's probably the PPP loans. You heard? That's how they got him up on the PPP loans. 1 count of bank fraud, 1 count of tax evasion, and 2 counts of willful failure to file a tax return. Henley, a longtime member of the Rolling 60 neighborhood Crips street gang, has been in federal custody since March 19th after being charged in federal criminal complaint. His arraignment is scheduled for April 8th. In United States District Court in downtown Los Angeles, he has a detention hearing scheduled for April 10th. Also, Los Angeles Federal Court. Also charged in today's indictments. So listen, y'all, these are the names charged in today's indictments. Sylvester Robinson, 59, a.k.a. Vay, of Northridge. Mark Martin, 50, a.k.a. Bear Claw, of Beverlywood area of Los Angeles. Tremaine Ashley Williams, which is Loose Cannon, 42 years old. So damn, he 42 running his mouth all over the internet. I gotta be real. Loose Cannon is 42 running his mouth all over the internet. That's nasty work, bro. I got to keep it honest. Armani Alpha J, 38, a.k.a. Manny, Koreatown. So they all have something to do with these crimes. Now, I'm missing something here, y'all. Yeah, I don't know. These offenders are in federal custody, expected to be arraigned in, in federal court. Okay, so I'm kind of missing something now, y'all, because I got to be honest. I don't see Bricc Baby on here. Yeah, I don't see Bricc Baby in none of the 43 indictments, 43 count indictment that came out. Maybe he didn't have nothing to do with this. I don't know, y'all. I don't want to just put something on somebody, but y'all get in my comment section and let me know. Why don't we see Bricc Baby involved in any of this? Maybe he's innocent? I don't know. Innocent to proven guilty, I guess, ladies and gentlemen. But I got to keep it real. This is looking bad. You heard? And I'm just suspicious. Can he beat the murder rap of the young football player / rapper? He after becoming an athlete, he went on to start rapping. He made a diss track about Big U, and Big U, we found his body. That's all we know. So at the end of the day, hey, obviously they proved it to a grand jury. Can they prove it to me and you in an open court setting? You heard? Yeah. When he goes through trial, is he going to be convicted of a lot of these charges? I don't know, y'all. But hey, who am I? I'm just here to break down the news. I don't make the news. Make sure y'all get in the comment section. Make sure y'all let me know. Is Big U going to be found guilty of a lot of, and why Bricc Baby ain't in none of this? I don't know. Something don't look right to me. Bricc Baby ain't in none of this. Maybe he's innocent of certain things, man. You heard? Not everybody's doing everything out here, but he did do a lot of talking. Yo, it's your boy E or you, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Make sure y'all leave a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video. Salute.
Harlem Legend TV, salute to you, brother. Y'all go check and subscribe to Harlem Legend TV. If you want to know what's happening in Harlem, if you want to know what this real shit and people were doing in Harlem, y'all go watch Harlem TV. Please, y'all like, subscribe, and go to Harlem TV, like, and subscribe to that channel.